Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back today, and we've got an exciting guest. It's Tylor Freeman, ready to make his pro debut real soon at Samurai MMA. What's up, man?
What's up? How you guys doing?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to have you, man, because you'll be fighting finally. You've got an opponent. It's
Finally,
been
hopefully,
announced. Yeah, hopefully, but
hopefully.
hopefully. So before we get into like this fight, obviously we need to talk about what happened last time. You were set to make your pro debut at the last
Yes,
Samurai card, and your fight fell through against Travis Nut Brown. So
yes.
what happened, man?
So he got COVID 5 days out. Um, and then yeah, and then we rebooked it, and then he pulled out again. Something about work, whatever. So they found me a new guy.
And
Yeah.
like, do you know that? Because I had no clue who that guy was, to be honest. And I checked his shit, and he's training out of Crew Jeff in Ottawa. At the beginning, looking at his name, I thought he was maybe a French guy that they were bringing in since they got some French connections and
Yeah,
stuff. But it wasn't the case, so I know nothing about your opponent. So, what
yeah.
can you tell me?
Actually, funny story. He has the same name as another guy who trains. So I thought it was initially the other guy, because even their topology is both. It says 0-1 kickboxing, but they have more fights, but they both say the same thing. So I was like, oh, it's this guy from this gym. So I was like asking a friend, like, oh, what do you know about this guy? And funny enough, it was Maz from MFL. That's like, no, wait, it's this guy you're fighting. I was like, oh, okay. So now I have to like recheck who it was and everything. Um, but yeah, he's a good Muay Thai guy, from what I know. Um, doesn't have any amateur MMA experience, but he has a lot of Muay Thai fights. That's that's all I can find on him. He did a jiu-jitsu competition once. Uh, he won gold, so he knows what he's doing on the ground too. It seems. But
Yeah, the thing that I liked when like I discovered that he was training out of Crew Jeffs in Ottawa is that like it happened plenty times with Matteo Vogel and then
yep,
the new guy Jake Govro. Both
yep,
guys never fought as amateurs and they just came in with like a couple of jiu-jitsu tournaments in their pocket
yep,
and like they're really good, well-prepared pro fighters. So
yeah, yeah,
I really expect good things from him and I'm really excited because I think you're a really good amateur fighter that is coming on to the pro level now and
thank you.
like you need to be tested by a good guy. I don't want to like see you fight guys that you were basically because at the amateur level that you were fighting good guys. So it
Yeah,
needs to be a step up from that and I feel like that fight is probably the case and it's going to be a really good matchup.
yeah, I fought some good guys, and even a few that are doing pretty well on the pro scene, like Nathan Small, stuff like that. You
Yep.
know, like some good guys. So I got some good experience. I never said no to fights in amateur. I always want to fight those guys, which my coaches weren't the biggest fan of. But I know going into my pro career, they would pay off. So yeah, I'm excited. I searched the guy up. We like the matchup. That's it.
Let's go. So how about the training? I know you're at Tristar and you're going to Morgan gym, Alex Morgan's gym
Yes.
on the North Shore too, because I think you're
Yeah.
from Laval, right?
Yeah, from about it's a little closer than TriStar. It's like not a big difference, but a little closer. Yes, I go there Sundays to spar with their guys, get some different looks, and I love the atmosphere and I get along with Morgan well. Um, yeah, mostly at TriStar headquarters, so the one in Montreal. And I do some conditioning in the West Island one. We're all a big family, all three TriStars so far. And yeah, I get some great training in. Mostly I'm at the headquarters, so I'm there twice a day.
Yeah, for sure, man. And it's pretty much the place you want to be, man. To be quite honest,
Yeah,
this is the most well-known gym, and like I've been speaking with Alex Morgan last time we spoke, is that there was kind of a I don't want to say a break for TriStar, but like there was like the George era, the Rory era,
yep, yep.
which ended today, and sadly enough,
Yes, I know. I spoke to
shout
him
outs to
before.
Rory, one of my
Yeah,
favorite fighters ever.
yeah, great dude.
But and then like there was I won't say old, but because there were very good the European guys like Arnold Allen, Mirsad, and
Yep.
all these guys. But I feel right now there's really a new wave of fighters coming out of TriStar that are ready to turn pro and make some big noise. And like you're
Yeah,
amongst these fighters, you've got like all the wrestlers and the judo masters like
yeah,
Javad, Mustafa, all these guys.
yeah.
Like
Javad, Mustafa, Hussein,
yeah,
Yanis just fought, but Yanis
yeah.
still a great talent. So we got a lot of good guys coming up. So Mehdi, of course, fighting on the same card as me. So very exciting. Yeah, very exciting. New wave, definitely.
Yeah, for sure, man. It's just exciting to see the gym like producing always top talent and all that is really good for the scene because like plenty guests I had and it always kind of comes to that same topic is that right now the talent pool is quite small to be honest,
Yeah,
because of the pandemic. Like plenty
yeah.
guys just said, "Yeah, man, I just found myself a job. It's paying me like 90K a year. Why would I fight?" And
That's
like
true.
it's okay, man. I understand fully that like if you don't want to, if you got something that pays more, then just might as well do it. But like the talent pool is just smaller in Quebec now, and it's tougher for
Yeah,
the promotions to be able to build events up. But when you see like the new wave at Tristar, H2O is the same thing. They've
it's
got
true. Yep,
amateur fighters that are really good that are coming up, and plenty gyms like this. And it's just exciting to see because finally we've got some new blood. We've got some people that want to fight and may like be on these samurai events and like build something up because
yeah,
it's like I said, it's been tough for the first few events. They have had to bring a lot of people from outside to find fights because there's just nobody available here. Like everybody's kind of looking because we've got some top talent like Fall Morgan, all these guys, but
yep.
they're tough to match locally and they're just ready for
Exactly.
bigger things.
Yeah,
So the pool
exactly,
of
exactly.
local fighters that would fight in Quebec and trying to build a career up, it's very low right now. So it's just very exciting to see people
Yeah,
coming up.
yeah, and it's nice that Samurai has started an organization too, because TKO ended, right? We all know that, and there's no local MMA promotion, especially that amateur is technically illegal here. So we got to go to like the reserves and all that to fight. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, just we got good talent coming up. Yeah, definitely. So many guys that people don't even know about yet, actually, too. Like
Yeah, no,
a
that's the
couple of good
craziest
ones.
part. And the thing that I saw too is like the amateur events are very like when you get to the title fights and stuff, man, it's very high level because these guys they've
Mhm.
been training even though the pandemic was going on. It was like so dangerous to train.
Exactly.
Everybody was still training. So you got amateur fighters that are really good right now and that could fight pro tomorrow, but like just didn't have the opportunity yet or the timing or whatever. But when you look at the higher level of these amateur cards, I feel like the level is higher than ever, and that's why I'm just
Big time.
very excited about
Big
what's
time.
coming up.
Yeah, I was
And like you said, that the cool thing with Samurai too is that if you like, you could have turned pro basically like maybe a year ago or something,
I
but
did.
you would
Yeah, I
you
did.
were supposed.
I did. Like I turned pro technically when just before the pandemic. So I've just been in a constant wave of pullouts. Like I've had 8 different pullouts and different events around the world. But hopefully now finally signed with somewhere, and it's nice that it's actually local too. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, because you could have fought like let's say for BFL in BC, but like man, you would have been booked like shit. Like
Oh
honestly, they try to like I don't want to diss any of these promotions or nothing, but like when they bring you to BC to fight a local Vancouver guy, you're not booked to win. They don't want you to win. They don't
yeah.
expect you to win. So it's cool that you can be here and not like you're not booked to win that fight. It's I think it's a very fair matchup between you and
Mm,
Mohamed,
of
but
course, yeah.
like it's two guys that are already on the same level, but like you said, you're gonna be home. You're not like at a disadvantage, and with the
Yeah,
traveling and stuff, I know that sometimes they tend to bring fighters late. Like
yeah,
you can arrive like let's say I think Maxime Soucy's training with you. I don't know if it's the case
yeah,
with
yeah.
him,
Of
but
course.
I've seen the guys from BFL sometimes they're basically weighing in on sometimes the card is on Friday, so they're waiting in on Tuesday morning, and sometimes they arrive like Wednesday night.
Yeah, and it's a
So
6-hour flight. That's gonna
yeah.
affect you. That does affect you.
Oh yeah,
And
and then you gotta like get off the plane, go to the hotel, check in, do all your shit. Then you gotta cut weight now.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
so-
even it affects their cardio. Like one of my teammates, Xavier Louis, he fought at where in Dubai,
Yep.
and he flew in like the Wednesday for a title fight. And first round, he felt it. Like it was a tough thing for him, but
What
they messed it up. The flying.
was that? His last fight or the one
The
before?
one before against the
Oh yeah,
Brazilian guy, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
You could see it wasn't the same as he always is. Like if he gets there early, it's because his cardio is amazing.
yeah.
So
No,
like
for
it's
sure.
so good. So like there's that's why they kind of messed that up, and you saw what it does when you fly in that late.
Yep. So, man, I don't want like sell anything out or nothing because your opponent he trains out of Ottawa, so I assume he speaks English. So I don't want you to tell me like the game plan or nothing, but like what are you looking to do in that cage? Like everything goes according to like the best performance you wish. How does it end? Do you submit him or do you knock him out? Do you knock him out then submit him? Like what's the
so
ideal goal out here?
so I take a lot of pride in the fact that I can take a fight anywhere, and I think I'm very well prepared if we keep it standing or if it goes to the ground, or even if I just want to grind him out doing both. I'm very confident. So I know he is a good Muay Thai guy from what I see. I think I can definitely box him up a bit. But yeah, without giving too much away, a good performance would just be get my hand raised. I mean, I can take the fight anywhere it goes, whether it's submission, finish, knockout, decision. I'm ready for everything. So I'm well
For
prepared.
sure. You're fighting at 155,
This is 160.
60.
We're doing a catch weight. Yeah, we're doing a catch
Okay.
weight. Yeah.
I feel like you're a big guy, man. When I saw you, I was like, holy shit, for 55er, he's one of the biggest like I've actually met.
Yeah, the thing too is I always think I'm a small one because I've trained with high level 55ers like Olivier's huge. Like this guy's always big. And then I train with Kevin Lee and all these guys and they're big dudes. So I think my plan is funny because my plan before the pandemic was 45 because I used to walk around really low. But the pandemic got the best of me a little bit, but yeah, so we'll start off at 55 and then go from there. Well, 60 this one, but we'll go from there. But yeah, I've been told that too.
Yeah, because for real, when I saw you last time, I was like, holy shit, this guy is like taller than me. He's like almost wider than me, and like I'm not. I'm let's say 5'10", and like I'm about 200 right now. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was surprised about by your frame. To be honest, I was like, oh man,
yeah,
you kind of a big guy. Even like think you train with Michael Dufort a little bit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
Like, how do you compare with your frame? Because I feel like you're kind of similar.
Yeah, I think I'm a tad taller, but yeah, pretty similar frames. He's in great. He's always in good shape too. So
Yeah, for sure.
he's
And like,
a little more
when
chiseled than I am.
when yeah, for sure. No, yeah. But when you see him in the cage, he's always like a big fucking 55er.
He
Like
is. He
usually
is.
he's bigger than his opponents and stuff.
Yeah,
So
him and Ollie are both big 55ers, I think. Yeah. Even
yeah,
my opponent actually looks like a really big 55er too, because he fought amateur like 180, 185, 180, something like that. And he did a jiu-jitsu competition against one of my friends. He was in his bracket and was 190. So the new era, they're known for cutting a lot of weight. So like,
yeah, for sure. They got
we'll both be
Alex
big
O'Neill,
guys.
Alex O'Neill over
Yeah,
there
Alex,
as
I am that. See, he's a really big 55er.
bro. It's
He is
ridiculous.
huge.
He's like 190 in a cage. It's fucking insane,
Easy,
man.
easy. He fought my one of my friends Kaola way back. There is a huge size difference in that one. Like he's a big boy. He's a big boy.
But I don't remember if it was against Nick Penot or Cedric Mongeon at TKO, but like they weighted him like before he walked out, and he was like 186, 187, something like that.
Oh really? Okay, so
Yeah,
they
so
weigh
it's,
you before. Oh my god, that's he's
they
big.
just wanted to check because they were like, how the hell? Because he always looks super fresh at the weigh-in, like there's no fucking problem. But the day after, he's like twice as big, and you're like,
Yeah.
how the fuck did that happen? So they were
He
just curious, and
he
he was.
must cut like 20 pounds in one night because there's I have no other way to explain that one.
No, no, man, it's crazy, man,
they
for
got a
sure.
good they got a good weight cut system clearly down there. So good for them, I guess. Good for them.
Yep, for sure, man. So I'm gonna let you with before I let you go, I'm gonna leave you with like the floor. Anything you want to say? Anybody want to shout out anything? The floor is yours, man.
Um, I guess just a quick shout out to my gym, obviously, Tristar. Shout out to my teammates. My sponsor, Hydra MMA. That's about it. Uh, Show up to Samurai September 2nd. Look. I think our fight will be really entertaining as long as we both make it to that cage. I got like, I ain't trying to hype anything up, but fight night is definitely a possibility with us two in there.
Ben, are you like I hear you talk? Are you kind of like worried that it's just not gonna happen?
I don't know, man. Just like it's been, like I told you, eight different opponents in 3 years is really annoying. So I'm confident, but you never know with this sport.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. But I wish, I hope we see you in the cage, man. I can't wait to
Yeah,
call your fights. Like I said, every time I've seen you fight, it was a blast, and I hope
thank
I
you.
get to see it in the pro cage on
Yes,
September
sir.
2 against
Yes,
Mohamed
sir.
Ado. Real good fight, like you said. I feel like it could be fireworks. These Crew
For
Jeff
sure.
guys, they're always trained, prepared, and ready to go. And TriStar, we don't even have to speak about it. We all know what's up. So
Yes,
Tylor
sir.
Freeman, man, thanks a lot. And anytime you got something, just hit me up, and you got a spot on the
Anytime.
podcast for sure.
Same for you. Hit me up anytime. I'm always down.
For sure. See you there, my man.
Take care.